Well, I just got done church, and one of the things I wanted to do is I stopped my Coffee with Kuhlman website, and I've been wanting to start a podcast. I just don't quite know if I'm capable of doing that yet. I mean, please don't send me a bunch of here's how to, just please give me time. I'm gonna start with this, where I'm literally just going to talk, and I just want to talk, drink coffee, and I want to talk about the things that I've gone through, and I want people to feel like they are not alone, because that's the number one thing, is that we need to realize that we are not alone in this life. God is always with us. He's in us. He's with us. The Holy Spirit is with us. Jesus is with us. And I just always feel so called after church that I need to go out and make a statement. And so this is me starting off. A lot of people want to know my story about how I got to Division 1, how I played ice hockey Division 1, and how I made it, because I wanted to quit a lot, and that might surprise people, but it was one of the hardest things I've ever done, and it helped me get through all the things that I've recently faced, and it's only going to help me grow even more. And that's the biggest thing I've realized as a Christian, is that God, sometimes we think the devil is doing certain things for us, when really it's God showing us that we have more strength than we thought, and it's teaching us to lean on to God rather than to walk away from him. Because I guarantee you, if you walk away from God, it is going to be even harder than it is now. And if you blame God, it is going to be even harder than it is now. And once you come back after that moment, there is no going back. I can't even explain to you, the feeling, when I'm in church now, I am one of those people with my hands up singing like crazy, because I just know, I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be in need of God. And sorry, I got distracted. There's a man just walking around. But those words, it's not just a song to you, it's it has meaning to you when that kind of stuff plays. And that's why I realize why people are with their hands up now. I understand. It is just, you are surrendering, and that's what I'm doing. I'm surrendering to him. So anyway, so this first episode is just me talking about the fact that this is going to happen. I'm going to start officially in maybe a week or two, and I will release the first episode where I will talk about my foundation of basically how I grew up, and a little bit about my family, not too much, because again, I only like to expose so much information at once. Not expose, but I don't like to share everything on the internet, but I do try to be vulnerable and real and transparent with you guys about everything. So I'm going to dive into some things that you might not experience. You might be surprised that I experienced growing up, but this is my story, and nobody is allowed to tell me how I felt. So that's the number one thing, is that even if somebody, it's if somebody hurts you and they say, no, I didn't mean to hurt you, but at the end of the day, if they hurt you and you're feeling hurt, you're allowed to have those feelings. It's okay. And I think that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves sometimes, is there's just situations that are going to hurt, even if we don't mean to hurt that person sometimes. So keep that in mind as I am discussing how I grew up, the things I faced as a child, things I face now. There are going to be times where you're like, wow, you really felt hurt in that situation. Yeah, I did. And I'm gonna expose myself in a lot of situations and be honest with you guys, because I have to be honest about the things that I went through. So just know that's coming. And I'm super excited for episode number 1. Put in the comments, smash that like button, whatever, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to hear about. But Foundations, the beginning starts soon.